Blackface, a deeply controversial practice rooted in centuries of racism, remains one of the most potent symbols of racial prejudice. Today, we delve into the origins, the impact, and the ongoing controversies surrounding blackface. Blackface traces its roots to European theatrical traditions, prominently appearing in Shakespeare's Othello. However, it took a distinct form in America in the 18th century, where it gained popularity through minstrel shows. These performances, where white actors painted their faces black and mimicked exaggerated African-American vernacular, began to spread stereotypes that have long-lasting effects. Thomas Dartmouth Rice, known as the father of minstrelsy, created the character Jim Crow in the 1830s. Jim Crow perpetuated degrading caricatures of African Americans. Minstrel shows became a major part of American entertainment, shaping public perceptions of black individuals as lazy, ignorant, and other negative stereotypes. As these performances grew in popularity, so did their impact on society. The characters portrayed in blackface, like the archetypal Mammy or Aunt Jemima, were harmful and dehumanizing. Stereotypes like Zip Coon supported and rationalized the oppressive Jim Crow laws in the South, influencing racial attitudes for generations. Zip Coon, another racist minstrel character, mocked black men who strived for education and social status. This stereotype portrayed them as using fancy words incorrectly, making a joke of their efforts. The Jim Crow character from minstrel shows soon became a symbol of the racist segregation laws passed in the South after Reconstruction. These laws enforced racial segregation by declaring places separate but equal, a false justification that legalized discrimination for a century. Characters like Jim Crow and Zip Coon were not mere entertainment. They were tools that shaped public perception and justified the systemic oppression of African Americans. Their effects were deeply woven into the fabric of American society, influencing everything from literature to politics. The legal implications of the Jim Crow persona were vast. The Jim Crow laws created during this era not only segregated public spaces but also barred African Americans from voting, limited their economic opportunities, and segregated education. These laws were not fully challenged until the civil rights movement of the 1950s and 1960s. At its core, blackface was an insidious tool for reinforcing racial hierarchies, caricaturing African Americans as inferior and laughable. This portrayal was manipulative. It helped cement the social and political dominance of whites by degrading black individuals, subtly endorsing the narrative of white supremacy under the guise of entertainment. The appeal of blackface among white working-class audiences also underscores a grim irony. It was a means for economically and socially insecure whites to assert a false sense of superiority over black people. By lampooning black individuals, white performers and audiences could feel a temporary though ill-founded reassurance of their own worth and status. Historically, entertainment has been weaponized to propagate the cultural norms that support dominant power structures. Blackface minstrelsy did exactly that. It was a cultural endorsement of racial segregation and discrimination, repackaged as harmless fun. This normalization of grotesque stereotypes made the subjugation of African Americans more palatable to the general public and reinforced white societal dominance. At the heart of blackface's twisted appeal was the mockery of black suffering. By turning genuine pain and oppression into a source of comedic relief, these performances allowed white audiences to dismiss the humanity and dignity of black individuals. This was more than mere insensitivity. It was a cruel exploitation of suffering, leading to violence and murder for cheap laughs. With the advent of film, blackface found a new medium. Movies like The Birth of a Nation in 1915 used blackface to portray African Americans in ways that inflamed racial tensions and propagated white supremacist ideologies. Despite its decline in popularity after the 1930s, blackface did not disappear. Incidents in recent years, including public figures admitting to wearing blackface, have reignited discussions about its racist implications and the broader issues of racial sensitivity and historical awareness. Blackface is not just a relic of the past, but a continuing challenge to ethical standards and racial equality. Understanding its history is crucial in the fight against racism and in forging a more inclusive future. If you found this interesting, consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more explorations of history that challenge traditional narratives. By working together, we can build a future grounded in a more complete understanding of the past.